Hey, hey! Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's showing of the Theater of the First. Hi! I hope you're doing well. A bit of a later one because I got caught up working on stuff again, as you know, tends to happen quite frequently, actually. Maybe a little more than it even should. But with that said, we're about ready to go live here tonight. We're just going to be going through more Armored Core 6. It's going to be about a shorter one. Expect about 3 hours. Before our Halloween festivities start kicking off tomorrow. Okay. With that said, I'm gonna jump in right now, and we're gonna get started on Chapter 4, which means that this stream won't be as long as yesterday, probably. But that'll all depend on when we get to cell 240 and how long that ends up taking. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get over to the main stage. So I'll see you in just a second. Ah, it's me. Okay, let's get in here and hope that nothing goes horribly wrong at any point and I don't explode. One second. Let me just double check something. Ah, that is what's doing it. All right. Let's just jump right in then. Underground Exploration Depth 1 is the beginning of Chapter 4. This chapter is incredibly short. If I remember right, it is 4, maybe 5 missions. It depends. There's one mission at the very end after the end of the chapter, more or less, that I can't quite remember if it's counted because it's a really unique instance.
They jumped at the chance to use an independent mercenary as their canary.
Canary in the coal mine.
Balaam has already barged in, taking several red guns and MT squads. Seems they want to be ready for a run-in with Arquebus's new firepower.
Ah, yes, I forgot. No, there is one additional
You'll start
mission
with
in here, I think,
a vertical chamber
which
sector.
is dealing with the Vespers or the Red Guns.
It's likely you'll meet resistance from autonomous defenses left by the PCA.
We sure will.
The worst of them is lurking
Yeah, there it is.
energy weapon platform.
Not even the worst of them. It's just annoying.
Heard on the grapevine,
Literally just get down there and it dies instantly.
Don't want to end up like Balaam after all. Tread carefully.
Alright. No, actually, we are going to want to go into assembly. Bad Cook's not going to be that good for this. So we'll bring in the minigun instead. Alright, let's get a move on. This first mission's actually very simple. It's the second or third one, I think that's a problem. No, it's the second one. The third one's not an issue at all, actually. The third one is really easy too. It's basically just go through a room and then fight a guy.
621. You ready?
I think the funniest part about this, and I often forget because I don't see the cutscene, is they're like, what could be under the ice? What could it be hiding? And it turned, there's just a massive straight up like entry door here.
You'll be going down deep, and there's no guarantee you'll come back.
Whee! My tank could absolutely not make it out there.
You're the only one who can do this. on you to reach the coral.
You got it, boss. Anything for you, Walter.
Commence mission.
Whee!
Access the elevator and take it down.
Okay. We're just gonna kind of stay here for a minute.
Threat level unknown. Defense phase 1.0. Commencing termination.
The defense system is activated. It's got eyes on you. Fight back.
The elevator's locked out.
We have no choice but to jump. Let's go, Raven.
Whee! Ow. The moment I jumped.
Watch out.
Alright, now very quickly, just get here.
That's the Pentheus. It's clearly a force to be reckoned with.
And you're just gonna do this all the way down. I'm not kidding.
Wait, the partition's moving.
Alright,
Picking up enemy signals nearby.
we have to kill these guys.
Containing intruder. Commencing termination.
Ba 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 ba.
Threat level. Threat level 4. 6.
There we go.
You're clear. I'll find a way to get that
Alright.
partition open. Stand by for now, 621.
Let's head on up here.
Over there. I've sent you.
Whee! And make sure to pick this up. They got like one of these hidden in every mission. It's the only way to get ephemera.
Did you find an access point? Good job sniffing that out.
Unauthorized access detected. Transitioning to phase 1.5.
Alright. It is. We are not checkpointed, by the way, if I remember right.
It's changed its combat routine, Raven. Watch out for those plasma missiles.
Wow.
It's tracking you, 621.
Evasive action.
Ow. Anyway, we're out of line on the snipers now, so.
Just need to get a little closer.
There's basically nothing it can do at this point.
You're up close now, 621. Destroy the target.
Raven, it'll be easier to immobilize if you aim for the neck joint.
Yeah. That was weird hitbox going on there. There we go.
Platform is silent.
Yeah, like I said, that mission is just kind of like, if you don't know how to get down there safely, it's a pain. It's a bit of a pain in the ass the first time, but there's a bunch of safe ways to do it.
We've got a long road ahead of us.
This next one is the meat, more or less, of the zone. Anyway, ephemera legs. That's neat.
No new messages.
Alright. Part shop. Anything? Apparently something new got added. Explosive launcher developed by coordinators scatters a spray of compact explosives to devastating area ahead of the user. Interesting. Oh, it's just all the stuff I didn't buy last time because it didn't save. Alright. Here we go. This one might be a bit of a pain in the ass. This might be the one that forces me to break out double machine gun.
The follow-up 6.
We'll see.
You're going to be exploring Depth 2. The sector's made up of a sprawling rail network designed to transport resources. It'll be a complex route with a lot of blind spots. Be ready for close quarters combat.
Raven, there's something you should know.
Yeah.
I've obtained the comms log from the Balaam squad that went in before you. It looks like they have another mission here, and it's not part of their survey. Guardmechs won't be the only threat. Balaam's agenda is just as dangerous.
Da-dum. Anyway, let's kill these guys real quick.
Just so you know,
Would you believe that after this mission, we're already halfway through
reach the lower depths.
chapter 4?
Have to trust your eyes and ears.
Ah,
Main system activating combat mode.
understood.
Let's go, Raven. This is where the survey begins in earnest.
Yeah. I think I remember where everything's hidden in here. There's a couple things in this one in particular. And I think it's after this mission we have to go back up for a little bit. Lol. Where was I? Alright, check this. It's locked.
The route continues past this partition. Looks like the power's out. Let's find a way to bring it back online.
Whee!
An ambush.
Been waiting for you, Raven.
Hi!
You're gonna die, traitor.
I don't know why you're saying that to me. I never understood why they say that to you necessarily. Anyway, they're dead. You get the special. Whee!
Control panel identified. This should
I guess it's because we're scouting for Arquebus, but like whatever. Not like I'm actually on your team, so I can't be a traitor. You hired a mercenary, you idiot.
Let's take it back up to the upper level.
Da 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 da. Wah.
The partition should open now. See if you can get access. The heat exchanger section's up ahead. This is around where the comms log from
Whoa.
the squad cuts off.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Get this shit out of my face. Hold on, I can't see anything. Thank you to Blastatron for getting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Congrats to everyone who got one of those. You can now use emotes. A little heart next to our scary face. What are you, little gay ass? Okay, hold on. Ah! It's the dumbass himself. Kill him. I'm your ticket to an early grave, dipshit. That's cool.
AP at 50%.
Boop. Nice one, Iguazu. We get a heal after this, so it doesn't really matter what he does as long as I kill him. No, no, not really. Nothing. I'm just better. as I shoot into this indestructible pillar in the middle of the room.
This isn't over. It's time. I swear.
Confirmed.
So Iguazu's out of the story for the rest of this playthrough.
Crouch down here. It's dangerous.
It gets a rather ignoble end for your first run through. This is also, I think, the only mission in the game that gives you 2 supply access points, if I remember right. Hey, look at this cool shit. We don't... Look at this cool shit. We don't get to fight like that. Because it just turns into a dude.
Raven, watch out. That weapon has me guarding the steps. I'll see what data I can find.
Come up here to pick this up. Professor Nagai's log. Rocket powered support. It's true. Text data extracted from a wreck. The lost auto transcription of a voice log recorded by Professor Nagai of the Rubicon Research Institute director. Coral is an organic substance capable of self-propagation. The speed at which it proliferates is determined by the density of the colony. As such, a vacuum would be an ideal environment to maximize coral density and thus growth. However, one must not overlook the signs of mutations within the coral brought on by this density effect. It is mutations such as these that will bring about a collapse that humanity has no hope of controlling. And then we did it anyway. So it runs down this way.
Defense program phase 2.5. Intruder proximity to critical sector confirmed.
Right. First things first. We do have to kill these guys. Because they are all mine targets. And then we get gills. Alright, let's get a move on. We can't do anything about this door yet.
Looks like we're not far from the terminus. Let's find the control room. We'll hack the systems and get the partitions open. Raven, let's
Whee!
find the ventilation duct. We're underground. There must be one somewhere. Coral has an instinct to gather together, and it seems I am no exception. I feel a growing urge to move forward.
I see. Why? What the fuck is a hype chest? Okay. Down we go.
Ventilation duct
I remember getting stuck in this room for just a little bit the first time just because of where that is. I know some people who got stuck in here for like forever. Kill these two. Get that. Let me open it, please, tank legs. There we go. There's our next ephemera part. And we're out. Whee!
We're in the control room. Now let's find an access point.
Technically, we don't even have to kill these guys. I think we can just run from them afterwards, but... we're gonna get a refill here in a minute anyway. Ah, twofer! Nice. Problem solved.
That's the control panel. I forced the partitions and the elevators back online. The defense system is onto us. We should be able to proceed.
There we go.
Smooth sailing, 621.
Yeah, we're almost done already.
As if you hardly need help from me.
I don't.
So good at exploring.
Alright, time for the part where we may have a problem. Which is, it's time for the most just a Dark Souls fucking boss in the entire game. In that you walk into a boss room and fight a Dark Souls boss. That is literally it's the only one in the game where I would describe it as walking into a Dark Souls room to fight a Dark Souls boss. It is literally just a guy that is like you, but bigger.
Intruder detected in closed.
I'm still so mad we don't get to fight it in this mode. The fucking armored tank mode is so cool. Anyway, here comes Big Boy.
Terminating target.
Wow. Ray Dome moment. I love you, Ray Dome.
That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA.
Woo! Yeah, that's why it's scary. Jump!
Reconfiguring energy draw and maximum depth for all activators. Terminating intruder.
50%.
Hello!
One.
And we're out of here. Shouldn't have made the stun rod so strong. Haven't seen one of those in PvP. Yeah.
Walter should have some data.
Yeah, they nerfed the wheelchair in one of the early patches, so I'm not surprised by that. PvP. The wheelchair used to be God. It's okay now though. Honestly going through this, cause I haven't played this game since before the patches. Like any of them. But I do feel like, yeah, there's Maylander C3.
No new messages.
The words have left my brain because I got distracted by killing. This shit used to be insane. It got nerfed. It is still very good. People have aren't using that shit. There's actually a lot of fights where if you can just like move fast on the ground and output enough damage, you can just fucking obliterate with the wheelchair. Sometimes you just don't even gotta think about jumping. Let's see. Anything? Nope. Everything we got was just handed to us. All right. We got to see what the next one is. All right, we are just going to depth 3. All right. I think we ought to turn around. They make you turn around, I think, after this.
Back to work, 621.
And I'm going to try and do the Michigan mission.
Intel consumers.
I don't know how viable that might be on new game without all of our buffs, but I'm going to give it a shot. I do know a build that can do it, and I will give it a shot with that one, but we'll just have to see how it goes.
Laser is powered by a massive reactor.
We're on a bit of a clock tonight, so I don't want to, you know,
Once the barrier
get
is
stuck
down,
on something for
we'll
way
step
too
into the
long.
unknown, where the coral's waiting for us.
All right. Yeah, we'll be fine with this build.
Walter, it's like he already knows where the coral convergence is. What makes him so confident?
The interesting one is going to be when we get to the end boss of chapter 4.
System.
Because I can feel using some of these weapons how much they're like lock on and like tracking has been kind of like shot in the leg a little bit.
Start by finding our way in.
Ah yes, that way.
Watch your footing. You don't want to fall into those lasers.
Wow.
High-level threat detected. Threat level negative.
Now,
Defense phase 4.0.
time for these lasers that do basically no damage.
This area's
We do have to stick around here a little bit, even though it would be very easy to just rush to the middle.
Step up from intruder.
no sign of the corporations.
Because there's a chest we gotta get. And it is unfortunately this way.
50%.
Cut that out. In fact, you can see it over there now. Ah. Ass mission. They do like no damage. There's the next ephemera piece.
HP at 50%.
God, I hate these fucking lasers. They're so annoying. They don't even really do anything. There we go. Alright. Fuck you. And here's the log to pick up. This is like a 2-minute mission, by the way. If you don't do this. Text data extracted from a wreck. The lost auto transcription of a voice log recorded by Professor Nagai, the Rubicon Research Institute director. There is no averting the ruin that awaits both the Institute and Rubicon itself. I must now concern myself with what follows. The data shows signs of wave mutation. Observation must continue. Assistant number 2 is our only remaining hope. Though it pains me, I have no choice but to pass the legacy of our sins onto her, my own student. I wonder who she could be. Fuck you. Okay. We're in the clear now.
Trace around the outside, 621. There must be a way in.
Whee! Ah. Die, bitch. Don't give me slowdown on kill. You don't even have an all mine thing on you. I don't care about that. And we're in. We may die here on the way back out, just because I have one heal because we messed around. All right. I forgot about this ambush.
Beyond to keep that laser barrier
Defense weapon destroyed. The pressure chamber is behind that partition.
Alright. We move.
there, 621. Destroy the target.
We go backwards.
Pressure chamber destroyed. Get out of there before it explodes, 621.
Okay, moonlight, butterfly, whatever fuck. Let's go. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's Institute Tech.
Countdown in progress. Calculating time until core explosion. Raven, there's only 2 minutes left.
Fucking terminal armor, bitch. Terminal armored and immediately just stun locked me to death. Alright, that's fine. The checkpoint's literally right there. Literally with 1 HP, stun locks me to death. Bitch.
There, 621. Destroy the target. Pressure
That's
chamber
fine.
destroyed. Get out of there before it explodes.
What's my expansion? Don't worry about it. I'm not even thinking about those right now. I'm gonna be real with you. My ass barely ever used those in the base game originally. I don't even remember what the input is.
Countdown in progress. Calculating time until core explosion. Raven, there's only 2 minutes left.
Damn, yeah, no, the speed on the fucking stun needles is like
remaining.
way slower. There's terminal. There we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Raven, release the partitions.
Yeah. Alright, time for this really, really long one. I just sit here and wait. Okay. Whee!
You've got a job to do, 621. Don't fail me now.
Raven, you have to get clear.
I'm already clear, don't worry.
Brace for impact.
There we go. Anyway, the answer is assault armor.
That was a close one.
I just haven't been using it because I don't give a shit.
There's weakening. The coral's near. That's another solid.
I think the only one I ever bothered to use in the originally was terminal, and because I could just stick that on and forget it, but it doesn't actually usually help that much. Mind beta joints. The all mine set's really cool. Has my favorite head in the game, but we can't get that one I think till New Game Plus Plus.
How was the trip underground, Walter?
The enforcement system's silent at least. Tried to take 621 with it. Good thing it failed.
Well, that deals with the PCA then. What about the corpse?
Arquebus told us to wait before entering Terra Incognita.
So you're close then.
Right.
The corpse won't be helping each other over the finish line.
Yeah. Arquebus wants Balaam out of the picture first.
Looks like Arquebus is gonna win the race no matter what.
Short term, maybe. But I think 621's going to be the key in the end. And that's why I shouldn't be the one to choose which jobs we take.
Sounds risky. Our friends must be getting antsy.
Maybe. But I think 621's got friends to worry
I think 621's got a voice in his head that says we need to die.
Raven?
Hi.
Got a request from the Liberation Front to go with the order from Arquebus. It was sent by Middle Flatwell. He's the de facto leader of the Liberation Front, and he wants to meet you.
One new message.
Message.
Registration number RB23.
Ah, here we go.
Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated.
You can now do S rank
Virtual
encounters.
are now available in the arena. You will now face the best of the best. We wish you luck on the difficult road to mastery.
You'll now face the best of the best. Except for like the 2 additional arena slots that are in New Game and New Game Plus. Alright, time for King. It's like King, Michigan, and Freud, I think. If I remember right.
Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program number 3. Only the best remain. Subject AC.
These are also guys you fight in the arena before you fight. I mean, that's most guys, actually.
Commencing evaluation.
do 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 da 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 da. Time for the new era, bitch.
AP at 50%.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, Red's also like one of the first guys you even talk to on planet. Cause he's the Balam guy who talks to you before you meet Michigan and the others. I think he's the yeah. Alright. Well, that was King.
Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program. Number 2, rank S.
Yeah, the first two guys you meet are like Gun 6, Red and V Pater. And both of them, if I remember right, are in like later game areas where they kind of go crazy and then you have to kill them.
Main system activating combat mode.
Hi, Michigan. Ow. Goodbye, Michigan.
Target destroyed. Your next opponent stands at the apex of the arena.
Wow. Alright. Michigan's funny because he has like a tetrapod build, but I can't think of a single time I fought him where he spent significant time in the air.
Final Arena Combat Aptitude Evaluation Program.
Okay,
This will
here
be
we
the
go.
last evaluation.
Hello, Freud. A guy who is just a guy.
Locksmith. Call sign V1 Freud. Commencing evaluation.
Main system activating combat mode.
Perish.
Target destroyed. This concludes all evaluations. We thank you for your cooperation.
Wow. Thanks, Allmind. I'll see you in New Game Plus. Or we'll do this again. With a new set.
Incoming comms.
Congratulations. You have completed all ranks.
That's right.
Though these encounters may be simulated, you have reached the apex of our roster.
Your roster is kind of bad.
Grateful to aid us in our research and development. All Mind exists for all mercenaries.
I actually want to reset because we're not really running energy, I don't think, currently. Let me check. I'm pretty sure nothing we have on us counts as energy. I think it's kinetic and explosive currently. Yeah. The bazooka is an explosive, yes. That is how that works. We'll just get terminal since I'm not even using these. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right. Funny, they seem to like this important thing for the see in the first playthrough, and then say, yeah, you just get everything. All right, we will give intercept the red guns a shot.
Got a job for you, 621. This one's from the Arquebus Group.
Raven, this request comes from our affiliate, Schneider. First, I'll brief you on
Time
the
for
state of
arguably
conflict
the hardest
between
mission
Arquebus
in the
and
game,
the
just
Watchpoint
because of
Alpha.
ammo consumption.
The Watchpoint's defenses inflicted heavy losses on Balam's initial wave, with many deserting. More recently, they've engaged with our forces only to continue their downward spiral. Despite this, the Red Gun's commander, Gun 1 Michigan, remains alive and well, with his AC Liger tail being ready to lead the surviving Balam MT force as we speak. We want you to intercept them, to hammer the final nail into Balam's coffin. Should you decline,
Yeah,
we have
the
you
dialogue
lined
in
up
this
to
mission
take
is
over.
great. I am currently running the generator that I am running because I can't run any other generator with the equipment I have on. But don't worry about it. Time to cook them. Ah.
Just get it done. There's nothing more for me to say.
That's true, but there's a lot for everyone else to say. I do like that Walter doesn't have a lot to say here, because it's like, yeah, I don't even think Walter wants to kill the red guy.
Main system activating combat mode.
Like him and Michigan are on pretty good terms for most of the game.
Enemy release. Garrison's incoming.
Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Looks like Arquebus sends a clown on a suicide
It is just Arquebus, yeah. But I mean, I can do it.
The only clown around here is you, Kennebec. You're talking about the wall climber, the worm killer, the only Gun 13 who's managed to live this
I love you, Michigan.
until
Well, Guazi's a bitch.
Oh, yeah, the deserter who pissed his pants and ran.
True.
Oh, but I forgot we still kept you around. Plus, it's worth 100 of you, which means, Albany, the Merc is worth 20 AM. You're doing nothing productive. Why don't you do the math for us?
The answer is 2,000 Albany, sir.
2000 Albany, sir.
Start shooting.
Sir, yes, sir.
Third wave incoming, Raven.
Geronimo!
Tiger Tail's gonna be good to go soon. Keep the target busy.
Now, come on, sir. You gonna ride out to steal all the credit? You got plenty of medals already, sir. You want some of the glory, too.
Fine. Whoever takes down Gun 13 gets to take home a Balaam Cobalt medal. They're good, you know. They go real far when you throw them.
I love that line. It's so good. They're good, you know. They go real far when you throw them.
Don't push the old girl too hard, huh?
Finally, I damn near missed the show, Potomac. Listen up, maggots. This field trip is now a hunting expedition.
All right, there we go.
You can go home now, or follow me if you got a death wish.
Ready to die, sir.
Ready to die, sir.
AC Liger Tail incoming. It's
Here he comes.
Go, go, go! Follow Michigan!
Give the Liger Tail some cover.
Melt these dudes while I wait for Michigan.
Don't let them overwhelm you. Shake off the pressure. Those of you who withdrew, keep your lousy asses low. You're gonna need
There he
more
is.
training. Put that in your diaries.
Sir, I'm a useless maggot, sir.
If it isn't Osawa, a resident mathematician. Go multiply your rifle training and see if you can learn to do something useful.
2 repair kits remaining. How can one Merc do this alone?
SHQ needs your help with the map, Osawa.
Wish we could add numbers.
Wish we could add numbers. There he goes.
Maggots.
Love you, Michigan. Bye.
Tell this to Stern. Mean old miss.
Michigan died of a big fall, of a bad fall.
AC Liger Tail destroyed. Gun 1 Michigan down.
All right, final wave, which has another mini boss in it.
Not Michigan.
They're giving as good as he got. We can still win this.
Fifth wave. Resurgence.
Dying in a pit is called a mean old Michigan. That's cute. All right, here's the last guy we gotta take out. That actually matters. Thank you, Bad Cook. Whee!
Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
There we go.
Has been destroyed.
Here lies the red guns. They died as they lived, woefully and over their heads. True!
Been holding out since 2-1. Our work here is done.
I love the part of the game where the rug guns are like, yeah, we gave Arquebus all of the PCA fleet and tech if they would let us kill the worm. It's like, oh, oh, sweet children.
One new message.
Message.
Didn't think I'd see the end of the Red Guns. You did your job, 621. Michigan knew the score. Balaam's withdrawn from Rubicon. The politicians will be fighting their war now.
Yep.
Where there's coral, there's blood. That's how it's always been, 621.
All right, time to do some silly shit. And by that I mean we have to get the moonlight. I'm not going to use the moonlight in this run, but we have to get it. Which
Are we? Do
boy.
we expect wherever we go?
Balaam Red Guns. And huh. Hey. Unknown territory survey. Time for Rusty. There are more missions in this chapter than I remember, but they're so fast that it doesn't really matter.
We can explore deeper underground. We've received a request from Arquebus to continue the advanced survey. There was something else too.
Uh-huh.
Orders for Raven, Advanced Survey Squad.
Hi, Snail.
We've received some concerning information that an AC has been quietly following your trail.
Yeah, I wonder who this could be and why they're trying to attack me, Snail.
Arquebus cannot tolerate unauthorized surveys that will put its coral interests at risk.
You weren't expecting everyone to survive on the last missions, huh?
Where there's coral, there's blood. Remember that, 621.
Night. Rusty.
Who could be following you?
It's Rusty. And in New Game Plus, Middle Flatwell.
Another mercenary?
I think the funniest one is that it still happens on New Game Plus, and like Middle Flatwell immediately tries to kill you, even though that's the run where you learn all about and work with the Liberation Front at like every possible opportunity. Down we go. Wow. Wow.
Something's jamming the radar. It must be interference from the active coral. Rely on your eyes and ears.
Oh, is that not down here until New Game Plus? Okay. Whee!
Is that
Worm.
a mealworm? Thing's grown into a monster.
Coral response from inside the creature. Watch out.
Yeah. If I remember right, there's exactly one chest we have to pick up here. But I think it's in a, like... I think it's literally just directly in your face. Yes, in fact, it's right there.
Breeding pods for the mealworms. Looks like
Whee!
now.
Raven, I'm reading something behind us. It's getting closer.
Closer. Alright, here we go. Buddy time.
Go deal with a mercenary who went in alone, they said. Figures. Seems both of us are too dangerous to keep around.
I love it, like, slowly turning around on the tank
One
legs.
stone.
In cutscenes, it's so funny when you're a tank.
Hate to say it, but Rubicon still needs me.
Who needs you?
So, buddy, who needs you?
Yeah, Air does. Even though I'm going to betray her in this route.
I don't want to dance to their tune. I don't have any other choice. I'm coming, buddy. Set you both up. 621. Make it through this alive.
Okay, so he's out of heals already.
This has been a real eye-opener. You're strong, a threat. You never change. You're not afraid to die or to kill.
2 repair kits remaining.
Get down here.
You're sharp. That's not the only thing that makes you dangerous. I fought alongside you several times, but I never could figure you out. Tell me, buddy, what drives you?
No more dialogue, Rusty.
Never failed to impress. But this isn't over yet. Buddy. There's no graver threat than power without purpose.
We've lost all signs of Steel Haze.
See ya, buddy.
He's escaped.
Good job, 61. No need to pursue him.
Thank you for the follow. I'm not saying that name out loud, but you know who you are just now.
Major coral response coming from the bottom of the pit. Let's keep moving, Raven.
Funny name. It got me. Here's your big jump down the seemingly bottomless pit in Dark Souls moment. Okay.
A city from before the fires of Ibis.
Here we go.
Institute City. Of course. No wonder we couldn't find it. I need to prepare before the corps move in. Head back to base and rest up.
One second. Alright. Ephemera head. Laser orbit. Now we wait.
Raven,
Yeah.
the voices of the coral. My family. Brothers and sisters consumed by the fires of Ibis. Only a few survived. But after all this time, they finally formed a new flock. It looks like Walter sent you a message. Let's take a look, Raven.
Okay.
Incoming comms.
Let me tell you a story before you go. There once was a scientist. He abandoned his family to delve into the secrets of coral.
Uh-huh.
His work yielded a carnival of horrors, augmentation surgery included. But there was another scientist. He took his colleagues' sins upon himself and set it all ablaze. Died with no regrets. There's a lesson in this story. Once something's alive, it doesn't die easy. 621. Story time's over. It's time for work.
Did he also glass an entire galaxy when he did it, Walter? Did he make the entire region uninhabitable for the foreseeable future for a couple decades? Did billions die? All right, here we go. Time for the final mission of chapter 4. Hey. Time for some silly shit.
You saw the ruins.
You saw the bone wheel skeletons.
The mausoleum of the sinners who caused the fires of Ibis. The coral's right there, waiting. Arquebus has ordered us to discontinue the survey and hand things over to their own AC squad. 621. We're done with the corporations. Wipe out the Arquebus AC squad and get to the coral first. When this job is over, I'll tell you about the last of my friend's requests.
Alright, here we go. Eliminate the 2 ACs dispatched by the corporations and reach the coral convergence. Reach destination and destroy enemy ACs in Institute City. Concludes chapter. Surely we won't be attacked by the Cubile or something.
From here on out, never mind. Just trust your instincts.
You got it, Papa Walter.
Your voices are so close now. This is my home.
Dropping in.
Main system
Bah.
activating combat mode.
Welcome home, Air.
Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup.
Nope.
We have insufficient force to ensure success.
V2 Snail has sent you to die. Sorry about this.
V2 Snail, come in. Raven has landed. Requesting backup.
Raylan was a sinking ship. Arquebus and stars on the rise. And me. I'll be well rewarded when I bring them your head on a silver platter.
Will you?
Let's read the signs.
Great timing there. Arquebus will be rewarded when we bring you your head on a silver platter. Did I misread the sign?
Down. Requesting backup.
Hey, Materlink.
This is too risky. Commander, V2 Snail. Please, come in.
No,
Please, Snail.
just didn't even get a chance. Sorry, Materlink. I always felt bad about that one because you never interact with her until right then, and she's basically just like panicking.
That should buy us more time. Move out.
1 repair kit remaining.
No time for this bullshit.
The vascular plant. It's still here.
Okay, gang. Watch the hill up ahead. Here it comes.
Enemy detected. Autonomous grinder wheel.
Lol.
That machine was running on stable
Alright.
energy for half a century.
Okay, time for the problem.
Should be no surprise that humanity so desires coral.
This might take a few tries, I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit sucks. You only ever have to do it once. Or they can just not notice me and I can take out 2 of them immediately.
Archivist must be tracking us by now. Hurry, 621.
Wow, I didn't know that could ricochet. Alright. He was directly behind the other one I had to kill. The other one I had killed. That's great. Alright. That went surprisingly swimmingly well. There's Moonlight. Alright, and we have 2 guys to clear out over here.
AP at 30%.
Bitch.
Right shoulder ammunition at 15%.
Yeah, there's like 2 guys way back there. They can just run out and get you. Sketched by a famed artist, STK, who perished half a century ago during the fires of Ibis. His style was assimilated by AI artists, and with time, mimicry supplanted the real technique. Oof. Professor, 2 assistants, and a boy. Assistant 1's heading for a breakdown. Boy's sharper than he looks.
Right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
And the other one. Nice rider kick, idiot.
Left hand ammunition at 50%.
Hey! That should be all the ones over here. We have 1 more wheel to deal with. It's really funny how much of the collection stuff in this map is just jump down into this big fucking pit and deal with these fucking bone wheel skeletons with missiles.
Right hand ammunition at 50%.
There we go. And we're free. That went swimmingly. I was not expecting it to go that well. Usually that shit sucks. What?
Readings are off the chart. We're close.
My brothers and sisters' voices are stronger than ever now. It's like they're calling to us.
The response is getting stronger.
No reason to fight these dudes. Let's just go. You idiot. Alright. It's time, chat. It's time, my little theater goers. Let's do one of the big walls. And hopefully it goes well.
This lake, it's all
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
The Coral Convergence.
The coral's rising. It's building up faster than I'd expected.
Walter was
Wait, something's
Yeah. Here we go.
unidentified machine overhead.
Haven't fought this shit
Response.
in like a year.
Sea weapon.
Yeah, it's so like the drone looks like the Cubalace funnels. Like everything about it is it's so fucking blatant.
The Ibis series still functional. Get ready, 621.
Alright.
One more job for you.
This isn't like the sea weapons we've had so far. It's powered by Coral. I think it's controlled by Coral too.
Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep Rubicon safe. Now their original masters are long gone. Destroy it before it destroys you. Keep it up, 621.
There we go.
Can't take much more of this.
Hey. Phase 2.
Repair kit.
Enemy Coral response. Silent.
Wait.
It's coming back.
It's reactivating.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
It's resonating.
Wings of light.
It won't stop until we destroy its generator. Significant damage. Looking at the powerful anti-resonance.
You've nearly got it, 621. You're the only one who can finish the job.
Got it.
It's gonna blow. Get out of there, 621.
That fight's such a funny one because it's so fucking hard the first time you try it. At least back in the day. I'm pretty sure this one got hit with nerfs too.
It's fading.
But the moment you figure out how it fights, it's fairly easy. Very funny that we got it locked into its attack states enough that I would never get hit by this, by the way. I know how that weapon works.
They're losing control.
You would never trick me.
They were once
Yeah, that fight's one of those where it's really fucking hard the first time you see it, and then the moment you learn it, you can just kind of like walk through the fight.
I left the subject alive as instructed. Only a fool would try to
We got lucky there because it didn't get to do its minus 50% desperation move. We managed to unload into it directly afterwards and just kill it like flat out.
And of course, let's not forget the Hound's master
Either. Okay, so we've got to escape, and there's the moonlight. So we have to escape, we have to activate the Xylem, and then we have to make our choice, if I remember right. And then there's the final mission. There's a lot more cutscenes here, though.
There, they discovered a wealth of forgotten relics. Among them, experimental weapons that the Institute kept secret, fearing they were beyond human control.
I wonder what that thing could be.
A group of
I wonder what that one could be.
Central Coral Control System.
Sure, not appearing in this playthrough, perhaps.
Also claimed
At least not right now, not tonight.
abandoned since the fires. The vascular plant. toiled to repair the plant and extend its reach beyond Rubicon's atmosphere.
It was showing Walter's mech because they were talking about the sea weapons.
To stop them. And the fires of war continued to smolder as the end drew near.
Raven? I found a message addressed to you. Decoding and playing back.
621. A friend of mine sent a request. Now, this one comes from me.
Okay, 621. I'm giving up the bit.
Dangers lurk within the coral. The fires of Ibis should have wiped the coral out, but it survived. Gathered, and it's been steadily multiplying ever since. Now the coral convergence is growing at an exponential rate. Eventually, it'll spill out from Rubicon and contaminate space itself.
It'll hit some kind of synchronization point where it'll join with all life in the universe.
Even if that means reigniting
And everyone will become sick as hell at piloting cool robots.
This isn't an order.
Listen, you have to stop space capitalism. Sorry, you have to stop space communism. Not everyone can be allowed access to the same resources. Don't let it happen, 621. It's my dying wish.
Let the last cinder.
Kill everyone on the planet.
I have one last job for you. Find your freedom.
Raven.
This shitty fucking Basho.
Walter was thinking. This AC. He must have foreseen this outcome and prepared for it. It's time for us to escape.
Yeah, I guess that seems always funny because it basically just confirms that, yeah, your viewpoint is actually just like for cutscenes is like the inside of your helmet. Anyway, time for this old gen AC. It may control like shit, and it may look like shit, but that bazooka can just one-shot everything you meet, so it doesn't matter.
They put us on sewer duty. It's that ancient pieces of shit they're worried about. Is that an AC? Where'd it come from? That piece of crap's alive. Is that Institute Tech?
No, it's not Institute Tech. You suck.
I'm afraid this AC is no match for your abilities.
Even when you get the jailbreak parts here, if you recreate the entire mech, it's still better than this version. That's really funny.
We're at a disadvantage. Let's find a way around them. If they do spot you, you're likely to weapons
It locked on to the guy directly to the left of him instead of the guy I was trying to lock onto.
AP at 50%.
I'm just gonna take this, please. Video record extracted from a wreck. One can see here performance tests of an unpiloted AC. An officer's voice can be heard in the background. I see no significant difference in performance compared to what an AI can achieve. How very disappointing. This experiment was another failure then. Regardless, I will have answers. The arrival of ACs brought an age of unpiloted craft to an end. But what essential difference makes them superior? Send a message to the factory. Have them leave the torso intact next time. Okay, see you idiots.
Here's our way back to the surface. This AC should have just enough propulsion.
Perish, bitch. We...
Is this the outskirts of Institute?
This is V6 Tater, calling all security team members. Raven, the independent mercenary undergoing re-education, has escaped. Be alert for anyone hiding in the environs of Institute City. Tighten the net.
Raven,
Yeah, whatever, man.
this is on high alert. Using scanner to evade combat situations.
Unidentified AC!
Searchlights. We'll be in trouble if they spot us.
Alright, off we go. Oh no, I've been spotted.
Unidentified AC!
That's ancient. Is that really Raven?
Raven, fight back.
Take the time to kill them all, they get really scared. That's funny.
We're not far from our destination, Raven. Walter's message. Is it gone?
Enemy contact. AC, full throttle.
Raven, searchlights.
It's Raven! Neutralize the fugitive!
Rude.
What's this? I've checked. It's not a trap.
Emergency beacon intercepted. Been a while. Tools.
Hey, Chatty.
Good to see you're still kicking. Chief's coming to pick you up. Head to the rendezvous point.
Taking a really weird route here on this run.
He must be involved with Walter's mission. This is the rendezvous point. Enemies detected.
We found Raven! Close the nuke!
This is V6 Tater. I've received orders from V2 Snail. If the target resists, you are authorized to use lethal force. Stop Raven by all means necessary. You have no orders. Left shoulder ammunition at 30%.
There's too many of them. Wait.
Nah, it's fine. I love that you can kill them all before Carla gets here. If you take out at least one of the helicopters.
Walter, he asked me to look after you. Don't mind if I do.
The full course is here, baby. I had to spawn more guys because I killed them.
Those are junkyard?
That's Carla's AC. She's backing us up, Raven.
I don't just design weapons, you know. You'll see what I mean.
There's a lot of them, Chief, but they're just MTs. You should have let me handle this. RAD means you in one piece.
Listen to me, Chatty.
Get chaffed, idiot.
This is our tourist grand escape. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Looks like we're clear. We better book it before more company shows up.
I just noticed how jazzy the music is here, and it's like you can barely even hear it.
Once we've caught our breath,
Alright.
let's talk about Walter.
Time to go activate the Xylem and get really annoyed by fucking nuclear devices and shit. I hope you guys love defend missions.
Entering standard mode. Incoming comms.
Back in your old AC? You were made for each other.
Thanks, Granny.
The fact that you're still alive means that Walter made the right bet. Alright. You deserve to know what we've been fighting for. I'll
Does it
get
have
you
to do with your
introduced to the
name?
next mission.
New parts are now available for purchase. Head VP44D. Head VE44B. Funny head. The stupid fucking tank. V66 LRB, Laser Blade VP67DL, the Attaché, heavy machine gun developed by RAD, an essential tool of the trade for RAD's sales reps. This briefcase-like compartment contains a replacement barrel for particularly heated business discussions. Viento, Little Jim, Koryuku. I don't think we're really going to be swapping up our build much at this point since we're so close to the end, but ugh. Energy firearm spec. Alright. Authority missions. Take the uninhabited floating city. Xylem, the floating city.
Let me tell you a story, tourist. After the fires of Ibis burnt the planet up, a secret organization formed, hiding in the ashes. Overseer, the Association of Observers. They monitored the coral's growth, ready to burn it before the collapse came.
Oh yeah, they have a group just like this in the
Our mission.
in the third Indiana Jones movie.
Gumball and friends.
They all wear
RID was always
fezzes.
a front, a side hustle. It's time for me to get back to my real work. Let's get down to brass tacks. You've been to Xylem before, right? The floating city created by the Institute? It's hiding a secret. Little something to prepare against the coming collapse.
I didn't say
We need
anything
to
about
get
a
to it
doctor.
fast. RID
Indiana Jones, okay, but that I didn't say doctor. This mission sucks. Yeah, this one's not fun.
The Association of Observers.
I'm not a big fan of any of this style of mission, honestly.
Main system activating combat.
Okay, let's activate the Xylem.
Get into position, tourist. It's time. I need you to protect that tower until we've managed to take control.
Normalization process K deploying
Chief, I've cracked some of the defense systems.
Good job, Chatty. That'll buy us some time. Looks like you're in position. Chatty, how much longer till we have control?
Give me 5 minutes, and the corpse will...
I'm picking up an Artemis MT squad.
Well, guess who showed up early? Looks like you're up already, tourist.
Da, 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 da.
We have to see this through. Raven, I'll support you.
Don't let them near the tower, tourist.
We've got access to support weaponry. Use them if you need the help.
There we go. All right, we're all set up.
4 minutes left, and the system is ours, tourist.
Jesus. Whee! I wouldn't have as much issue with this mission if it wasn't also really long.
Xylem control escalating to mid-level privileges.
3 more minutes. Hang in there, tourist.
My favorite part of a defense mission is when they blow up
Hey, tourist.
1/3 of the thing with only yeah. It happens every time. Cut that out. I hate the snipers.
2 more minutes, and it's ours.
Wait, we've got something else.
No vital signs. They're suicide drones.
You're playing for keeps. Make sure you don't miss, tourist.
There we go. You just have to, like... Normally I run, like, I would have missiles or something, so I just, you know, blast them out of the air.
They're falling over each other to get your autograph, tourist.
Raven, heavily armed LC.
Cut that out.
You've been working like a dog. Must be Walter.
Nope.
Give me 30 seconds and we'll have full admin access.
Yeah.
Just a little more, tourist.
Shit is so funny to me. They really just start throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you. And we're out. Escalating to top level privileges.
Good job holding out, tourist. Now I'll show you what this city really is.
The water level's falling. No, the whole city's rising.
Here we go. It's the Xylem.
You can thank Walter for the tip.
This shit was just all slightly under the water.
I give you the colony ship, Simon. Walter's parting gift.
What, no birds for scale? Alright. And we are out of there.
Let me fill you in on the plan. While you were captured, Arquebus finished their work on the vascular plant. It's pulling the coral through Rubicon's atmosphere, and it won't be long till they take it all.
I love that, like, they managed to completely retrofit the entirety of the vascular plant in, like,
Of course,
a day
we can't
or
find
two.
a match. No, we're going to need something bigger.
I was always kind of sad that you don't actually get to, like, scale the vascular plant at all.
The Xylem isn't just our means of reaching the plant. It's a giant powder keg. Plenty to set all that coral off.
Is that the Observer's plan?
Yeah, it's a little stupid, ain't it?
The corporations want only to devour the coral. The Observers fear the coral and want only to eradicate it. I believe in the shared potential of humanity and the coral. Raven, I need to ask you something.
It is really funny how, like, I make a lot of jokes about the Fires of Raven ending, but it is really funny how many people get to this point and are just like, why the fuck would I do that for Ire? Where it's like, you know that Coral is an entire race of sentient beings, and coexistence with the other and the unknown between humanity and whatever the central force is one of the, like, most basic building blocks of mecha. But also, they give you a choice for some reason, and there really isn't a choice. All the backup knowledge you need and that would serve for payoff for the second route, just straight up doesn't exist in New Game. It's really weird that you're allowed to do this, the Ayers route, right away. It's really bizarre.
Here's the situation, tourist. Arquebus has sent its entire force after the Xylem. We're
Yeah,
trying
and
to
they're
fend
really
them off,
bad at it.
But honestly, we've got our backs to the wall right now. That's where you
Alright,
come
3
in.
missions to the end.
Leave the grunts to Chatty and the others. I've found someone just right for you.
I love you, Chatty.
V1
Hey, Freud.
The ace leading the corporate force.
It's so funny to me that V1 Freud gets like name dropped multiple times throughout the game. And then he's just a dude you fight like
Once you're
in the third to last chapter and he dies super quick. Unfortunately, you don't get the really funny bit of getting to fight Snail early, and then if you specifically kill the optional Snail fight, in his boss fight at the end of the route, he gets even more pissed off at you.
Main system activating combat mode.
If I remember, the one thing I remember in this mission in particular is we need to get on top of that zone.
We need you to have a chance at winning this. No pressure, tourist.
If I remember right. There it is. Problem solved.
V2, situation report, sir. We've engaged the independent mercenary.
So that's what...
Target destroyed. Keep it up, tourist.
Taking a Falcon, Chief. Looks like they boosted some of the PCA's best hardware.
Hear that, tourist? Let Chatty handle the starboard wing for now. You need to deal with the target.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is one of the routes in which... There's no route in which Chatty gets it good. Chatty kind of has to go regardless. This is one of the rough ones. Oh, you evasive bitch. Dodge this. Alright.
Visuals on the independent mercenary, sir.
I forgot about this guy.
Now we've got an MC. Guess Arquebus likes to recycle too. Guess that PCA was in his list.
Goodbye.
V2, sir. V1 ready to... I told you not to bother the club.
Oh, Snail, you're such a piece of shit. So I love the line "some mercenary." It's great. Like it's literally this last second grunt in like a full armor fucking PCA suit, and he beats you and he goes, "Damn, you're good."
Where do they even find all these people? Go give Chatty a helping hand, tourist.
Chief, enemy detected. Coming in hot. ID
I'm coming, Chatty.
Get up, tourist.
Kept me waiting, tourist.
Good job.
Did what I could. Now we can fight back.
Reading multiple LCs. And a pulse protection drone.
I'll move up front and draw their fire. Chief, V1 is close.
Oh yeah?
There we go.
Seemed they weren't so trivial after all.
Okay, time for V1 to just fucking massacre Chatty.
You must be a raven. Never sparred with one of Walter's hounds before.
Hey Freud, you should be like the coolest dude in the world. But unfortunately,
Let's get this trash out of the way.
yeah, he just immediately walks up and one taps Chatty. It's so silly.
AI-controlled AC, always the same.
Anyway, he's dead. And that's how the Freud fight goes. I'm sorry you got killed via a cutscene, Chatty.
V1. Freud down.
I'm sorry.
Was right to bet
You
on
didn't
me,
deserve
tourist.
that.
Me, Walter, Chatty. We were all counting on you.
Do-do. Mind Alpha Head. I'm pretty sure you get the funnels off his arena fight. I think we already have them actually.
Just went to say goodbye to Chatty. He was an AI I developed. Could have moved him into a new body, but... well, I never could bring myself to back him up. Be like taking the life out of him. You seem like you've lost someone too. Hope I'm just imagining things.
I love that Carla's like, well, my AI finally died because I never put it in anything. Ever. And now I'm dealing with grief. And it's like, well, I mean, it's literally your fault. Okay, time for the ships. Breach the Carman line.
I'll brief you on the job, tourist. The Xylem's just...
I know, there's just not really much reason to mess with stuff this late into the game.
Meanwhile, Arquebus...
Especially considering we've got some trash, an AC fight and a boss left, and that's it.
Cannons, making this their last line of defense. We'll be fighting their interceptor fleet in the air. But we're not totally screwed. This area of space is thick with residual coral from the fires of Ibis. Take a dip in the coral flow, and you could draw on an unlimited source of energy. That's all, tourist.
Boost forever.
And the vascular plan is ours. Time to do or die. Let's get our laughs while we can.
It's really funny that I'm thinking about the Rusty encounter at the end of this because I actually did Air's encounter first because I was interested in what that would lead to.
Hope you don't mind a little friendly competition.
Here we go.
Whoops. Looks like I got the first point.
You're great, Carla.
Locking approach to the vascular plant. Main fleet, hold the defensive line.
Bagged one yourself, huh? Or 101?
We've got eyes on the independent mercenary. Prioritize fire on Raven.
Yikes, tourist. Looks like they want you to shoot down. Not bad, tourist.
Out we go.
Looks like all your fans are dying to see you, tourist. Blast your way through. Cleaning up.
This is such a cool mission. It's kind of crazy that it's the only time something like this happens.
Formation.
That's third interceptor to go down.
Do 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 do.
Four goes to the tourist.
Main fleet 2, you must hold the line.
They're spread out wide. I'll start taking them out from the right. You take the
Here we
left.
go. Ugh. All the missiles.
That makes 5. They brought out the big guns. Don't get hit. Nice one, tourist. That's number 6.
2 repair kits remaining.
Whoa.
The second fleet's down. How are they doing this?
7 of 5.
Woo!
Last one. Let's get their
Woo!
tourist.
Attention Main Fleet 3. Focus your heel railguns on that AC. This nonsense has gone too far.
Serious. Right, tourist. Thing is, the serious ones die first, so we should at least pretend to be having fun.
Alright, we're close enough. I think I'm gonna do it anymore.
Repair kit remaining.
8 interceptors down. I scored 2 more. We're not done yet. Nine. 10.
Haha.
That's this sector dealt with. Wait. What's
Back to
that?
the Xylem.
We're under attack?
10,000 meters away.
See on the Xylem. Head back, pronto.
You can see him fucking it up in the distance. You can really tell that this is the intended first route because they put so much unique cool shit at the end of it that never comes up in anything else.
Here we are, buddy. I was right all along.
Here he is.
You were just another threat to Rubicon.
Understandable, Rusty. This doesn't look good on my version. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, you're not getting your cool clash that you want, Rusty. I'm just gonna shoot you.
Well, that explains it. I don't know why, but it looks like he was using the close too.
They've always been after Rubicon, taking what they can get. Someone has to put an end
I can't hear your theme, Rusty, but I've listened to it on the OST and it's really good.
Just make sure
Goodbye. He comes back. Oh shit. Ah! Okay. He almost got me at the end. Sorry, Rusty. We'll get a cool moment in the second playthrough, and then you'll like die off screen or something in the final mission.
Do him a favor, tourist. Remember him.
In that one, actually, he dies off screen. I think in both of the remaining 2 missions. And like both other plots. All right, here we go.
Satellite cannons?
The thing from the very beginning of the game.
There's no way the corpse took the closure system. Who's controlling them?
I wonder who it could possibly be and why her aim is so bad. ELPH00 Alba. ELPC00. ELPA00. ELPL. It's 00.
Augmented human C4621. Entering standard
Standby
mode.
mode. No, we'll rock the Rusty head, even if it's like actually a downgrade. I can't rock anything else though, because I'm too heavy. He's too much of a light boy. Alright. Final mission. Shut down the closure satellites. Let me just real quick. The Alba arm frame, except for the arms, is the best light frame. I mean, it should be. Feels as intended. Hey, Ire. Yeah, sorry about, like, the plot wanting me to eliminate your entire race, despite knowing that they exist and all that.
Then I must do my duty. As a Rubiconian.
Yeah, it's understandable, girl. We ain't doing a very good thing here.
I'm waiting at the closure station.
Luckily, hard lock on takes a lot of the nightmare out of this fight, because oh boy, this fight can be a fucking nightmare if you aren't using that. He gave a boss a teleport. Why? Fuck you. Up we go.
This ship's pretty roughed up. Autopilot's out. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Unfortunately, that means in a Dark Soulsian manner, Carla now needs to suicide run. No one gets to live.
You know, for a tourist, you've got a sense of humor. Good luck out there.
Here we go. Boom. Coolest arena in the game. So cool they use it for 2 different endings.
Still see it. The voices of the coral. And yet you turned your back on our shared potential. You want to silence us forever.
Damn, I wish I wish they let you get arm parts from this thing, or like I don't care if you can't transform, it's so cool. You do kind of get one via the other ending, but it's not the same design. Anyway, we fought the Cubile, time to fight the Zeta.
I will stop you. You will never burn Rubicon.
Main system.
Ire has revealed her sick-ass piloting skills for the final boss.
I will stop you and the Cylon. Carry the ultimate assault on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis is a shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I have walked together.
It is funny how much just... Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one where you have to dodge back to avoid that.
Hold nothing back.
One repair kit remaining.
I realize what you are.
Phase 1 done. Yeah, it's a command grab. It carries you all the way up to the top of the room. Alright, time for bullshit.
That haunts Rubicon.
Luckily, she's much squishier during this. Got her.
Brothers and sisters. Humanity wants to burn it all. Everything on Rubicon. I won't let you. Your fire must die.
Got her. Woo! Yeah, no, she goes full aggro. She literally starts getting after images with mass and shit during phase 2. It's insane. I remember back before the patches, double minigun, double stun rod could kill her in like less than 20 seconds. Like that shit was fucking absurd. I want you to know, everything you saw there, all because of hard lock on. That fight is, woo! That fight is fucking something if you can't hard lock on to that shit. Like, good fucking luck. In my original playthrough, I literally didn't know hard lock on was a thing until this fight. I think for SCL 240, I just upped the sensitivity and I was able to keep up with it just barely. but at the default it was already impossible. And then for this one, it's like, yeah, she just starts fucking doing 180 teleports and shit. Like, literally impossible to keep up. Anyway, we wiped out a galaxy.
At the close of the Coral War, when the storm of fire finally faded.
Yeah, I love the wheelchair flying off into space. Everyone is dead. You linked the first flame. You fucking idiot.
Operations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration. Rubicon was to be abandoned, left a dead planet forever. Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars vanished into the flames, never to be heard from again. Yet history would forever remember
Here comes the line.
the fires of Raven.
You did something so bad that it's named after you as a tragedy. Anyway, that was Armored Core 6 for at least the first playthrough. We are going to be doing the other two, because there is a lot of cool stuff in the other ones, especially once you start getting into New Game Plus exclusive missions. But that will likely be in November, as Cool Robots doesn't really fit into our typical spooky month. So you should expect for the rest of the month here, Signalis will be taking the intended like once a week throughout the month until it's done. We should only have like 2 streams of that probably left. And expect Arkham Asylum to start this week, and that one should be like 2 or 3 streams. We've never played the original before. We've only played City, but it feels fitting, spooky haunted mansion kind of style, to bring that one in. We don't want to do everything is scary all month, so we're going to be doing a couple like theme appropriate things as well. We will, straight up, I'm telling you now, we will be covering all the Alan Wake DLC when it drops, for the Lake House. That's some point this month. It's about the theme, not the scare. We will be doing all of Alan Wake the Lake House. We will be finishing up we will be finishing up Signalis. We want to do at least 1 stream, because we're really close to the end of Cult of the Lamb, so we'll probably return to that this month as well at some point. And we have a couple things in our back pocket that we may roll out depending on how much time we have. We do have a couple more scary things we want to get to, so that's what we'll be doing going forward. I hope you look forward to that. That'll be starting tomorrow night, and we'll be starting with Signalis. With that said, this was Armored Core 6. A good-ass game. I will say, post all the nerfs and weapons buffs, this game certainly does feel a lot easier, even if they nerfed the like strongest things in the game. It's hard to gauge because, you know, I know all the fights. So it's hard to gauge how much easier, but yeah, people just felt like they melted a lot quicker on some of these fights now. Tracking, it was most notable early game because, boy, fucking Sea Spider went down super easy health-wise and resistance-wise now, and Balteus is just a joke. They did buff. Yeah, they buffed a lot of shit. Some things multiple times. Like, the game is nowhere near as hard as it used to be, but it's still very fun, and this is honestly probably a better state for people to get into the game than it was at launch. That was that shit was rough. Like at launch, this game at launch was fucking rough. It was really fun. Even at launch, it was like my game of the year, I think, for that year. But some shit, you should not have been allowed to do some of that shit. Okay, so we'll be returning as to do the Liberator of Rubicon ending sometime next month. So look forward to that in early November. And then we'll just run right into the final run as well. And yeah, the that bazooka is pretty slow, but if you can find their one like rest point where they have to Dark Soulsian regain their stamina or have their recoil and you whack them, it's filling up like 90% of your stagger bar. And between that and the stun launchers, we could just kind of like fucking load into dudes. It was very funny. But yeah, this game still very much does have the did you find something that works? Does it seem to work on more than one boss? Well, it's probably gonna work universally. Which tends to be an honestly, that's not just an Armor Core thing. That's just Souls games in general. Like that's just FromSoft in general. Honestly, is like, did you find something that feels really good? Yeah, it's probably gonna break everything in half. I am interested to see for any potential DLC or future game what they end up doing with Stagger. Because it sure does feel overtuned in this. Like, it's fucking... anything that just generates stagger is... yeah. Yeah, I do hope they turn it down a little bit, because it's a little much. At the very least, I think Miyazaki wanted to direct the next one. Interesting. I'm sure he'll find ways to make it much more fucked up, very interesting, but also really clunky at points, as he tends to do. And I say this as someone who does in fact love the Souls stuff. Yeah, if Miyazaki was in charge of this game, you would have jumped down to fight the bone skeletons at the end, and the water would have been corrosive. Ugh. Okay. I think that's everything. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. This software uses fonts produced by Fontworks. Fontworks and font names are trademarks registered to Fontworks on the package. Uses Oodle. All right. And load us back in.
Unlock condition verified. Playing back message. Sender, Handler Walter.
621. Looks like you got the job done. You chose to carry our burden and right the wrongs of the past. I'm sorry. And I'm grateful. 621. is nothing left to bind you. Whatever choices you make now, I just hope you find your true potential.
Handler Walter, I was devoured by a space flame that erased all life within the You knew this was going to happen. I disappeared into the flames. They never even found a corpse.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is Allmind, the
Hi,
military
Allmind.
support system. Raven, you've returned. Welcome back. Allmind anticipates great things. from
That
you.
line is so fucking scary. Like your first time through and you're not expecting it.
That was quite the welcome home. Well, whatever. Raven, that's who you are now. You're on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
Oh, mine has unique dialogue if you save everything for... Yeah, isn't it like if you don't do any of her shit? Yeah. Yeah. She's like, what the fuck are you... Alright, and that's everything. Wheelchair gaming will return in like a month. Yeah, I do remember seeing that dialogue a while back. Right back at the beginning. You don't have to fight the helicopter because they know it sucks. Alright. I'm gonna head back to chat here. Let me take out my tentacles again and get back to the main menu. Alright, you guys. That's gonna be it for us here at the Theater of the First for today. I'll see you guys. Yeah, you can't even be custom. Yeah, I know. It always forces you into that dog shit. Although I do think there's a thing on New Game Plus. You can get a cute little Easter egg if I remember right. Or it might be in the grade cleanup. I can't remember. But anyway, thanks for coming out, everyone. That's gonna be it for today. And I'll see you guys next time for Signalis. Yeah, the first mission has in Allmind. Yeah, it's like it's above where you start. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone. Good night. Ba-dum.